Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to 2022. I am so glad to be sitting here filming a video finally and talking to you guys again for the first time in a long time. So hello there. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad to be with you to share a flip through today. So I'm going to be sharing with you my 2022 planner setup, which hasn't changed too much from last year. And so we're going to dive right into that, and I'm going to share with you all of the details on how I have it set up and some things that I may tweak and change over time. But right now, this is how things are set up, and I think it's going to work for me for some time. You guys know how I am. I change things every now and then, so this year I'm sure will be no different. So let's get into it. You guys, welcome to 2022, right? Yes, we have big goals this year. We've got a lot to achieve. I'm sure you guys do as well. And so I set this planner up in a way to where I feel like it's going to be super functional, and it's going to allow me to be able to get all of my goals written in and achieved for this year. So we've got a lot going on at Fancy Plans Co. and AtHomeWithQuita brand, some exciting things coming up, and I want to be able to track it all. Of course, you guys know I'm a planner babe. I'm a planner girl, so I've got to write it all in my planner. So first and foremost, let's talk about this cover, because I believe I did share it really briefly with you guys in a previous video from last year. This is coming to our shop very soon. They just shipped, and we ordered a decent quantity of them, so there should be enough for everybody if you want to get your hands on one. This is going to be our premium product. So this is vegan leather. This was just the sample that they sent me. So there were some imperfections and things I wanted them to change. So they changed them, and we are good to go. I approved everything. They shipped them about 3 days ago. So it's going to take some time to get here, but I feel really good about this. It's not going to be super premium price in terms of what you've seen out there before. It's just going to be a little bit more expensive than our budget planners, which are still available now in our shop. So this is called ostrich leather. You guys, it's so gorgeous. That's why I've been rocking it for a little while now, because I just think it's super stunning. The video just is not going to ever do it justice. You have to see this in person, because you know the balance is sometimes off when you're filming black, but it's so gorgeous. So if you decide to pick one of these up, you're going to love it. So first and foremost, I decided to go with I don't know the term for it, but I could have had the snap on the outside showing the gold, but I didn't want to, so they went ahead and just put it on the inside. I'm sure I can do some sort of emblem later, but I just like the simplistic look to it. So let's open it up so I can show you guys what's on the inside. So this is one of the imperfections that I did not like because of the way that they made it. It made it to where there's nothing here but the leather, and I didn't like that. So you guys, trust me, I saw everything. They sent me a video. It is repaired and fixed, and I'm telling you guys, I can't wait to show it to you guys, and you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. So I didn't like that, but I'm going to keep using this, of course, because it's the sample, meaning that I don't have to use anything that's supposed to be sold. So I'm okay with that. But once a new one comes in, of course, I'll do a whole video. Y'all know, I'll do a video. It's going to come in black, and then we also have a Safino coming in gray, true gray, because you know that's like my favorite color or whatever, you know. And so I had to get one in gray. So I'm really excited about both covers coming, so stay tuned. Okay, so first and foremost, on the left hand side, you see we've got some pockets here, our logo at the bottom. The pattern is just stunning. We've got two pockets here, one here and one here. This will be exactly the way the covers will look, with the exception of some of the imperfections. I had them fixed. So we've got some project and inbox sticky notes here. These are my favorite, you guys. So if you look on the project, in the project sticky notes, you've got some prompts and places to put some things if you're working on a project, maybe a home project, maybe a project at work. You write the overview here, or you could just write basement project or kitchen project, whatever it's going to be. Then you have a little place for to-do lists and things that are due, and then you can check it off. So I love this. And then the inbox has a place for you to write in some tasks and a deadline, and then you can check them off as you're completing them. So I keep just a small quantity in here because, of course, I don't want the planner rather to get too bulky. And then I have some of our rose sticky notes. It's like a really light rose color header sticky note. And then I don't think I've shared with you guys the new products that have come because I just have not had any time to film. We've been so crazy busy. The shop has grown so much. It's just unreal. And so I haven't been able to show you guys new products. So you're gonna see a lot of new products here, and I'll try to indicate that. So the first new product that you hadn't seen unless you're on social media or in our Facebook group are these transparent sticky circles. So as you can see, they're on a clear backing. They're super gorgeous. And so I just keep them tucked in the pocket here. We have them in 10 colors along with the coordinating squares. And we also have page flags as well that look just like this. So this is the square in light gray. And I just keep that tucked in my pocket here. Also, FYI, the shop is closed. It's been closed for the past week. We had plans on opening on today, which is Monday, but we are trying to clear the whole queue. So we went ahead and printed every single order in our queue, and we went ahead and did all the picking items, printed all the inserts. So now today we are working to fulfill it all, package it, and ship it so we can start the new year off right with no orders, and everybody can get all of their stuff. You know, even if you just placed an order right before we close, you're gonna get it like super fast. So that is our goal, and we are so excited about it. Then we can open back up hopefully tomorrow, which is Tuesday, and get this show back on the road, okay? And then this is the next color, which is like a rose color, and it's super gorgeous. So I just kept like some neutral colors and a pop of that color there. And then these are our they're sticky notes, but I can't remember what we call them, but I think they're sold out anyways. So they're like a super neutral color also. So I just wanted everything to stay neutral, just like last year. I have not changed in that. If anything, I've gotten a little more neutral and a little more simple. So I am really enjoying how I've been planning. And then these have been in our shop. They're actually on a white backing card, but I wanted everything to coordinate. So I just pulled the sticky off and put it on a piece of these. We have tons of these because we use them for covers. And so I just put it on there so that way everything can stay consistent. And the pocket here, I have our card. These are our new cards for 2022. So I just stuck one of those in the side pocket here. And then I also have some of our thin washi in the pocket right here in grayish. So that's what this is right here. So I've been using it, and so I just tucked it in the pocket so I could have it just in case I need it. All right, so let's talk about these discs and the cover, y'all, okay? Because I know you see it, right? It's super pretty. It's our clear cover, as you can see, super clear, and clear discs, which are new to our shop. These are crystal clear discs, so they're not with the frosted look, although we do have those as well. So you'll see them indicated differently in the shop. These are called crystal clear discs, and they are just stunning. Oh my goodness, love them. And so they work very well with the clear cover that I have going on here. And so they are available now. Everything that you see is available now. Once we reopen, you can go ahead and purchase it. So in the back pocket, really quick, since we're here, you have the pocket where you slide in your planner, and then you have an additional pocket for whatever you need. I don't like all the pockets on the back. I never use them. So you know me, I try to design things the way I like to use them. And then if you think like me, you will kind of use things the same way, and you'll see value in that particular product. Also, we have a ton of new pens that just dropped yesterday. I'm working on adding them to the listing today. And so this is one of them. I love the way it writes. They're all neutral pens, so they're like see-through and gray and black, and you're gonna love them. So there's about 7 or 8 of them that I just added to stock yesterday, and this one writes really, really good. So I decided to change it out and put that in the little pin loop, which is included here. But as you can see, I got more pin loops, which we'll talk about soon. All right, so that is the back there. So let's just start flipping through this, and I'll share with you where things came from, which probably gonna be Fancy Plans Co. Everything I believe in this planner came from Fancy Plans Co. I believe so. If it didn't, I'll let you know. Okay, again, clear cover, so that's that. Clear discs, super gorgeous. Love the way it's set up. I love the cleanness of it. And when I get the gray Safino covers in, that's what I'll be using. And so I'll keep, because when I ordered the samples, I didn't order the gray in half letter. I ordered 4 samples because there's going to be 4 sizes, and I told them gray in certain colors and black in certain colors of the Safino. So I didn't get the gray Safino. I got the black Safino so my husband can set up his planner while we're waiting on the planners to arrive. So I'm going to be changing to gray Safino. I'm sure I am, because it's just gorgeous. I can't wait. Y'all have no idea. Dream come true. Can I believe we have covers now? We have everything that we need to build our own Fancy Plans Co. cover. We good. Good. I feel really good about it. Okay, so this is a little pocket protector that I slid some cards in. These are coming to our shop soon. Oh, actually, they are already in the shop. Let me back up. But they're only an A5, so I had to punch them weirdly. And so there's A5 holes and there's regular disc hole punches there. So we do sell them like that. No, actually, let me take that back. We might only sell these in A5 size. I don't know. We may give you the ability to disc punch them, but no worries. We have A5 and half letter size of these coming really soon. And they always come unpunched. Anything we order from our vendor, we order unpunched. So that way we can punch them ourselves based on what you guys want, because the A5 and half letter sizes are interchangeable. So you'll have that size coming soon, and eventually we hope to have other sizes in the future. So I have the task card, or the weekly task card that comes with the planner as freebies. Well, actually it started to come with the planner freebies, and now it's just a freebie until we run out. So that is really cute. And then we have some date dots here. We have a little washi card that I made so that way I could have washi, of course, neutral. And then I've got some transparent sticky notes along with the photo of Addison and I. And then on the back side, we've got some transparent sticky notes, a new card that's gonna be going out as soon as we run out of these cards. Right here, there's 2 cards that come freebie now, the weekly task cards, and then another card that you'll see, which when we get to it, I'll let you know. These 2 cards will be going out once those cards are all done. So hopefully you're excited about that. And then some dots here. These will be coming to the shop as well this week, as soon as I have time to upload them, but I just cut off a few sheets and added them to my planner because I love using dots. Okay, so this dashboard has not come to the shop. I just printed it out for myself. It is the theme of the budget box coming soon, so I'm not gonna add it to the shop. It may not ever be available. It may just be for me. But this design is used in the budget box. If you are on my social media, you saw the final sneak peek, and I'm really excited about that. It's coming soon. I'm just waiting on a couple more things to arrive, and then the budget box will be the next box, okay? I have some other exciting boxes that are coming soon this year as well, including possibly another home management box. So stay tuned. Lots of exciting things coming this year. So this is just a vellum dashboard made out of a thick vellum. It's not like your typical thin vellum. And then this is my word of the year. So instead of doing a vellum word of the year, I just popped it on here along with one of the sticky notes. And my word is focus, because I'm all over the place sometimes. Last year my word was balance. I don't feel like I achieved it, so that may be my word again at some point in my life. I'm always trying to get balanced. Yeah, it's a lot. And so focus is this year. I really want to focus when I say that on my spiritual needs. That is something that's super important to me and my family and our lives. And I just want to put that first. Not that I feel like I haven't been, but I just want to amplify it even more because this world is crazy. And so I want to make sure that I am focusing on the important things. So that's my word of the year. Okay, and then I have a little paper clip or a little clip here at the top that's magnetic that I just clip for aesthetic reasons because I just feel like it makes it look prettier. Okay, so that's what I've got going on there. Then my typical name vellum is next. Then we've got 2022 year at a glance. So let me talk you through some subjects I have here, which haven't changed from last year. So if you've seen previous videos, everything is the same. Calendar, home, meal plan, self-care, finances, work. I did recently add work because I feel like I just want to work out of one planner. You know, I'm constantly changing, constantly, okay? And then I also have faith, school, personal, family, brain dump, and lists. Okay, at the top, we have 2 clear. Well, actually 3. We have the smaller clear here, which gets me to the next page or wherever I am in the year at a glance. Then we've got 2 bottom ones. So these are our, I think we call them clear page markers. We also have the mini page markers, which is what this is. And the clear page markers, which are wider, you can use them kind of as a mini dashboard, and you can flip them and use the little extra space here on the bottom. And that's what I did so I can easily get to my budget section and where I am in the week. But they typically go the other way, so that way you can do that from the top. But I like to have them at the bottom. It helps me to get to the page easier by doing it this way. So I've got 2 of those in there. And then I have next month routines, fitness, and what's the last section is notes. So I've got some top tabs as well, okay? And a restock of the top tabs and side tabs is coming soon. Classic has already been restocked, but half letter A5 is coming soon in terms of a restock for side. And I think we already have enough top tabs, but I know you guys are waiting on the side tabs. Okay, so year at a glance. I started writing in some things. I'm having lunch with a friend this month. Go Wild is in March. depending on how Corona is, y'all, and this new variant, that's going to determine whether or not I go. I am supposed to be on their social team, so I have a ticket already, ready for me to go, but I, again, want to be safe, and so we'll see how it ends up going in terms of whether or not I'm going to go. Okay, mini page marker in clear. We have them in clear and in frosted, same with the ones I was just talking to you about. So this is the rest of at a glance pages. And then you have a yearly to-do list that you can write some things like change filters, things like that that are done on a yearly basis. Okay, then we get to the calendar section. As you can see, frosted dashboard. We do have clear dashboards as well that just came in. They were available with the planner box, and we had some overstock, and so they are available also in 4 sizes. We will not be restocking those. Once they sell out, they sell out. I prefer frosted. They're more forgiving, they're easy to work with, and so once the clear is gone, it's gone. So but you could see how the situation could be awesome if you had clear discs, clear covers, clear dashboard dividers. I'm just saying, okay? So we also have that same scenario in frosted. So frosted dashboards, frosted cover, frosted discs, okay? Y'all girl is completely neutral now, okay? You'd be so proud. All right, so I just had this little octagon, because this is an octagon shape sticky note that says this week's affirmation: I control my own happiness. So I just keep that here. I think it's just super chic and it's an important reminder. Then we get to January. All right, so I did go ahead and plan out my month, because if I'm honest, I have not been able to plan for that, you know, in general, because again, we've just been so busy, haven't been able to do that. So I'm just excited to get back into planning, because I do see a difference in my life when I plan and when I don't, okay? So I've got some notes here on the monthly, and then I went ahead and decorated my month. Look at how simple y'all girl is, okay? You don't see a lot going on. You just see some stickers. These stickers are all from Fancy Plans Co. The washi is what you just saw on that washi card, available at Fancy Plans Co. Okay, and then I have my checklist here, which tells me everything I need to make sure I plan for on a monthly basis so I don't forget. And we're ready to go for January, y'all, okay? And so we are not ready to go for this week, which is Monday is today. I should need to go ahead and plan it out. I haven't had time to do that yet, but I did go ahead and add some sticky notes to this dashboard, which I love. So the circle sticky note, which I showed you, this was also in the pocket over here. And then this is the this week's card that I told you guys is free. It's a freebie. We're doing freebies now with all orders. So this is how that looks. It's like an ombre look. So I just have some things I want to do on a daily basis here, and I keep it tucked in this adhesive pocket, which is also available from Fancy Plans Co. I mean, literally every single thing you see, even if it's like an embellishment, it's all Fancy Plans Co. So I'm not going to keep saying that, because I know, you know, that could get annoying. So that's what's here. I love these. So this is what I was saying, I flipped, so that way I can get to it like that, and that takes me to the weeks. I just need to plan for that. So I love having this here, and I just see myself using a lot of pen to paper this year as opposed to a lot of stickers. I see myself using a lot of sticky notes and things like that, because I'm just not as busy of a planner as I used to be. Okay, so there's that. So this is the layout that I'm using for January, which is the vertical line layout. So there's that. And then this is the second card that's included with all orders. So this is a habit tracker. So you circle or highlight the day of the month there, or the month rather, and then you have all your days of the week with a little ombre look, and you can check off things like, let's say your habit is to drink more water. So you'll check it off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever the month starts on. January started on a Saturday, so you'll start checking it off for the whole entire month. Every single order you place, you get one of these until they run out. And then you're gonna get the other cards. And eventually these are gonna come back and some other exciting things. I am trying to include 2 freebies in every order. So then the next tab is next month. So I used to keep the whole entire month in here, and that could change. I could do that again in the future. But for now, I've been loving these daily tasks. I think that's what they're called, inserts. So they're half pages, and I did have a whiteboard in here, but I thought maybe it might be too bulky. FYI, you can now turn any insert in our shop into a whiteboard. If you're wondering what that looks like, I did a reel on my Fancy Plans Co. and my AtHomeWithQuita pages, and that'll show you exactly what that means. So we don't have every single insert turned into a whiteboard listing yet, but Keena's working on that. And so she'll have that done hopefully soon, and then that way you can turn any whiteboard or any insert into a whiteboard with polka dot or blank spine. And you can use several different pens to be able to write on these and erase them. And again, I talked about that all in my reel. So I have these here so I could do some pre-planning for the next month. So to just have a few sheets in here. And I love these. I think they're called weekly tasks or daily tasks inserts. maybe monthly tasks, something tasks, y'all. Okay, we got so many inserts in the shop, I can't keep it all together sometimes. Okay, then the next is routines. You guys know I love a good routine. So I just popped the sticky note on the outside. This is technically already included, and all of these sticky notes is already included in the core of the planner or the routine section, including this planner routine. I just like the way it looked. So as you guys know, we do have planner routine inserts, and I think I talked about that before we got into 2022. This insert is now available on our shop, and it is a freebie on our blog. So if you're a member of our blog, you have this page as a freebie, but if you want it printed out, then of course you can come over to Fancy Plans Go and get it printed out. That's how it looks on the first page here, and then the notes pages are the remaining pages. Okay, and then this is my routine. So my morning routine, afternoon, evening, after school routine, and then I put some little notes here in terms of the day. Like I want to have lunch with Addison, which the school is not allowing us to have now on Wednesdays. So that's kind of how, you know, this section is used. After school, like the newsletters on Fridays. She has math tutoring on certain days. She was doing Kumon, so I need to white that out and put the new math tutoring that she's doing. So that's kind of how I was using this. I have a whole video on my channel sharing with you guys how I do my routines. More routines, and last, bedtime routine. This I just keep in here. This is kind of what I base this off of. I just like to keep certain things in my planner that maybe I'm not using, but I just like the way it looks, and I use it for reference from time to time. Then we get to the home section. So I had some home mortgage people that I wanted to contact and a CPA, so I just put that at the bottom. And then this is a little page that some inserts came with the last home management box, declutter challenge. If you don't love it or use it, it's clutter. And it came with several pages for you to be able to map out that, which I didn't include. I only included the first page because the back page had a challenge on it. And then I loved how this looked coming to the home section. All right, then we have a weekly cleaning routine. We have a Come Clean challenge that's from Clean Mama. This is from January 2016, but I don't feel like any of that ever changes. If I want to do this clean challenge again, then I could just follow the prompts. And then any of my projects I want to do for the house. As you can see, I've been checking things off. I haven't really been able to do too much, but I hope to get into some projects this year. All right, and then the to clean, so things I want to clean. I just love these inserts and popping them in from time to time during the week. And then we've got a pocket folder. I love these pocket folders, you guys. So we have them in 4 sizes now, and they're coming in big size or letter size soon. So this is, of course, half letter and A5 size because it's interchangeable. I try to make everything that's A5 half letter and everything that's half letter A5. Again, it comes unpunched, so I could just easily punch it for whatever you guys buy it as. And this is the same as that. So it's a teensy smidge. Literally, I don't think it's, no, I mean just a teensy little bit shorter because half letter is longer and A5 is shorter, so I had to make it 4/8. I don't have to explain this to you guys. This is a pocket folder, okay? That's why my videos be so long-winded, because I just keep talking about nonsense that y'all don't even care about, okay? All right, so we have these in classic now, mini now, A5 half letter, and skinny classic. 4 sizes, and again, they're coming in letter size soon. Okay, next section is the meal planner section, my favorite section, y'all. So the first thing that I have in the meal planning section is the 2022 meal planning at a glance. I have some lunch ideas down here for when Addison takes lunch. She doesn't take lunch every day, although she would like to. She takes it every now and then during the week, and so I like to have some ideas. All right, so haven't written anything in, but this is a great way for you to plan out your whole entire year of meals, your month of meals, or just a week at a time. So I love these. So I've got it for the entire month, right? Yep, or the entire year. Same thing on the back. We've got a place for you to write in some things. So this one is family favorites. So you can write in all your favorites for the year. And so that way you make sure that you're cooking what your family likes. All right, and then you guys know we recently released a meal planner. It's fantastic. I really love it. Sorry about that. I decided in 2022, I used to edit like so much of my videos. I would edit things like that out, and I decided this year I'm just gonna go with the flow. I don't have time for that. So if something happens, a kid comes downstairs, the doorbell rings or something like that, I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna edit it out. I'm just saying, okay? So you've got your month here. This was the last month of the year last year. I think this was December, might have been November. So I do need to change these out, but I am going to keep this meal planner in this section. I just need to change out for the month. I think what happened is I didn't want to waste any of the pages, but it looks like I used a lot of them. So we do need to purge this out. All right, so that's what's here. You guys have already seen how this looks. I am gonna keep the family favorites section. I'm not gonna rewrite this every single month. So all I do is purge all of this. I designed it in a way to where you can literally just take the first pages here, which have the monthly and all the weeklies, and purge that out, and you can keep this and build upon this, or just keep it in your planner, and you don't have to have all of this. You can switch this out and keep this, although every set of inserts does have these pages included as well, and you are eventually going to need some more. I also have items to keep on hand, just some staple items that we should always have in the fridge, freezer, pantry, things like that. Shopping list inserts that I pop in during the week. Half sheets, so those stay in here as well, and then just some full paper. This is my system of meal planning, so I did a video and I wrote it all down so I wouldn't forget how I wanted to explain it to you guys. So just keep that in there. All right, next up is my self-care. I am keeping a self-care section, which I have my blood pressure log in here. I just keep it a running log, so I can make sure it doesn't get too high. I did a video on my channel with the self-care regimen, so I've got a tracker there, routine using the Paper Panda Fancy Plants Co. collab inserts and stickers, so that was really fun, and so this is how that turned out. Just keep it in here for reference. All right, vitamin regimen, all of that stays in here. So some things you've already seen before, you already are aware that that's how that section's set up, with the exception of a couple of things that you saw that were changed, but pretty much everything is the same. It's just some aesthetics that are changing, and then I'm really getting into financial stuff this year, hence is why I am creating the budget box. I added the work section, which has a ton of jam-packed stuff in there. We're really tracking some school things for Addison, and just aesthetically things have been changed. So we have a fitness section next. These are new, so these are new inserts. Instead of putting a full fitness planner in here, I'm just gonna do these page inserts. I love them, they're just very simple. They get straight to the point. So these are fairly new to the shop and I've been loving them. So this is what I'll be using to track food and fitness and things like that. It goes from Monday through Sunday on every single page. So it won't really bulk up your planner, which is what I felt like the full month of fitness planner was doing. And I didn't want it to be that way because I have very precious real estate around here. So I need to be able to be really smart about what I put in the sections. All right, and then this is just a page for me to be able to pull off these sticky notes and add them to my planner with some different workouts that I may want to do. So I created this recently. I have cardio, upper body, lower body, and I could just pull these sticky notes off and put them on my planner days if I want, or I could just use it for reference because it is very aesthetically pleasing. Also some protein, carbs, and veggies for Body for Life, and then some fill paper, and then low carb snacks. Anytime I do diet, it is going to be keto or low carb. So that's what I've got there. Then we've got one of our clear pages. I love these. They're very popular in our shop. We have them in several different varieties. So it's basically a clear sheet that we can print on. So I keep that there, and it's great for stacking. As you saw, you didn't even notice it there. So it's great for just stacking and layering. All right, so that's what we've got. Then we get to the financial section. So I need to purge some things out here. So I'm getting really serious. One of my goals for 2022 is budgeting, sticking to a budget, and just knowing where my money is going. In the past, it's been my husband is the one that really does that, and I'm the one that spends the money. Although a lot of it is for business expenses and things like that, which he doesn't do, by the way. Normally I handle that stuff in terms of buying and sourcing it, and then he'll handle the budgeting financial part of that, if that makes sense. So now we've teamed up. We are now on the same page. I know that sounds horrible, not that we weren't before, but I always manage my personal expenses here, and then he did everything else. So now we're going to come together. We have a software system now that we're going to use to track budgeting for the business. And then we have a system for our personal finances, which is a spreadsheet. We'll still continue to do that, but we'll just work together a little bit more to not separate things, but to have everything all together. I am probably still going to track that stuff here, my personal stuff, just so I don't forget, because some stuff I personally pay out of my, out of the account. We do have, of course, a joint account, and then we have different accounts and credit cards and things like that. So I will be tracking those things here, but in terms of financial unity, we hope that we really, really, really drill down and achieve that this year so that we can make sure that we just tighten up. That's all I'm saying. I know I said a whole lot of hoopla, but we're just trying to tighten up on financial stuff. It's a big goal of mine, always has been. And that is why I'm creating the budget box for this year, because I really want to make that a priority. I want to focus on it. Okay, that's my word of the year, focus. So that's all I'm saying. Not that these things weren't done in the past, just tightening up on things is always a good thing. So I added expense tracker here, and then our month at a glance, which I really love. So I need to purge these out for last year. This was how I was tracking things last year. And so we are just going to purge this out and start fresh. All right, some other things there. And then a no spin challenge, which these are great because you can do several different challenges. That's why I keep the same page in here, because these slots are for months. So don't need to purge that. All right, so then on the work section, which I'm not gonna be able to show you a lot of because there's a lot of sourcing stuff in here and personal or business stuff in here that I'm just not allowed to show you, and then stuff that's coming up that I don't want to spoil. So we've got goals here. These are our goals journal cards, which I really love. They come in several colors and textures. And then this is that freebie card I was telling you before. This is clipped with a paper clip that says Rise and Slay. And then we get to the yearly overview. So this is a sticky note of some colors that I was exploring for sticky notes, so I didn't want to forget about them. And then the yearly overview, we're going to have one for Fancy Plans Co., one for At Home with Quita. So this is Fancy Plans Co. I didn't want to waste it, although I did write in October, which we did release, I think, all of this. I'm just going to start in January, so that way we don't waste this. And then At Home with Quita, I hope I have some exciting things coming up. Again, I talked about Go Wild. Other than that, I'm really going to focus on brands this year. I want to work with more brands. So I have to figure out a strategy for that. I did buy a course from a young lady on Instagram that seems to have worked for her. So I'm going to try to follow her course. I also love Maddie James. So I've been listening to her podcast and watching her on YouTube and Instagram. So hopefully I can follow her and see if I can get some more brand deals. Okay, so video ideas. I think I did some of these I didn't. I just keep a running log so that way I can use that to figure out what I'm going to film for the week. So again, bottom little tab here, the clear tab that I was telling you about, makes it easy to get to the section I am. I love this, and this is what I was talking about earlier when I told you guys that I'm more of a simple planner. As you can see, it's not a lot going on here. It's very neutral and just straight to the point. I just wrote it out, and I didn't use a lot of stickers. So I am using the subject layout for business and social because that's just what works for me. My brain works in sections, so I need to be able to section each thing out, and all of my tasks need to be organized within the sections. So I did go ahead and plan out this week's videos. I'm hoping I can stick to them. Although today was supposed to be a planner lineup video, I am doing a 2022 planner flip-through video just because it's easier, and today is going to be a long work day. So again, this is a little clear thing. I added some sticky notes here so I can have some things in front of me. Love how it's clear so you can see straight through it. So you can kind of see some things in the back, but then you also see those important things. So that's why I love these dashboards. All right. So then we have an expense tracker here. This is all business stuff that I've already purchased in 2022. We have a software that we're going to be using at the end of the week. I'm going to categorize my transactions. So I'm really trying to be good about that, y'all. Last year I didn't do so well, so we've got a lot of cleanup to do. So this year is focus. I got to focus on that. Okay. So that's why I'm trying to start off good, and I'm trying not to spend as much even with sourcing, because I feel like we've got a lot of product coming in, and I want to get all that stuff in, which takes time. Probably won't get it till end of February, at least the planner covers, and I want to pace myself. So you won't see as much new stuff until that stuff kind of arrives. We'll see. Y'all know me. You will see some new stuff, but not as much, because last year I feel like I was going ham. Okay, so then I have the daily work planner inserts, and this is in mini size. Sometimes I'll pop in different sizes. As long as it's smaller than that planner size, you can use it. So there's no law that says you can only use mini for mini. So I just popped that in here. Like I said, I love calendar tasks. That is what this insert is called. I don't know why I couldn't think of it earlier. And again, like I told you guys earlier, I had laminated one and put it in one of my other sections, the next month section, but decided to just have one that I write on. I like writing, although you could write on the whiteboard, because that's what it's for as well. I felt like it was also bulking up the planner. So I'll just pop one of these in every single month, and I'll use this to plan out when I want to bulk film, when new releases are coming. This is just a general sense of what's going on during the month. So I don't look at this by date, although you could. You could put the date here and then put a dot there that's see-through, and then down here you can write or put the dot there of what color that is and then write what that represents. you could do that. There's so many ways you could use this. So my Freebie Fridays, hopefully I'll start those again for the blog on Fridays. And then I wrote in the date here so that I would know at the end of the week what the date would end up being. Okay, so love these. This is my task list. I check things off as I can. And so I don't put a lot of to-do list things here. I am transitioning or changing this section to a shop section, so it won't say to-do anymore. You'll see that next week. And I'm gonna be using this as a to-do list, and I think that's gonna work out better for me. All right, and then I need to put this in the back because this is just fill. Second half of the week, very minimal as you can see. And then as you see, I changed that for the next week. So that's the layout that I'll be using. And then we have some hashtags that you could use for different days of the week, like Monday, Maker Monday, Motivation Monday, Handmade Monday, Tuesday, Tip Tuesday, Tutorial Tuesday, Tag Someone Tuesday. So this is great if you're trying to come up with some tags and you're struggling with that, just to have a guide to be able to use some general tags for different days. Then we have our social stats tracker. This is fairly new for this year. So I wanted to write down at the end of the year where I ended up at 72,000 here on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. My goal this year is 100,000, and I think I can get there if I stay focused and consistent. I could have got there last year. I know I could have, but I had to film for like 2 months almost. So I knew once at a certain point, I knew it wasn't gonna happen. Okay, and then I do AtHomeWithQuita and Fancy Plants Co. Instagram. I ended up at, what does that say, y'all? For Fancy Plants Co. 18.1. Okay, and then for AtHomeWithQuita 51,000. So Instagram has always been a struggle for me. I just can't figure out that algorithm, y'all. That's why I've been trying all these reels and stuff, and it's just tricky. So the goal for this year is to focus more on social content and brand deals and just both brands, social presence, TikToks, things like that, the fun stuff, right? So that's why we're trying to clear our queue, y'all. And we're almost there. Twitter just pretty much stays around the same number. TikTok, I'm at 313 now. I was previously in November at 207, so I'm growing there. Pinterest pretty much stays around the same thing. All right, then I can't show y'all these pages. Okay, so these pages are basically product launch pages. So I love these product launch pages. What I do is I come here and I write in when I buy something from my vendor. And so that way I'll know when I bought it, I'll know when I paid for it, and I'll put in some notes here in terms of the costs and things like that. So y'all, I literally have like 7 pages of these. All right, so that's where it ends. This is how it looks. Okay, so there's a lot of new stuff coming. There's a lot of things that I checked off. I just don't want y'all to see because I want you to be surprised about it, okay? And I don't know, I like the surprise factor. All right, so this is the budget box and what's coming for the budget box. I'm gonna blur this out just so you know. So even though I just showed you, you're not gonna see it. This is everything for that launch. I'm really, really excited about that. On the back, I had broken down some costs, okay? So this is the engineering grid paper. Been loving using these. I just have some in here. And then I had written I was working on some kits or something. So I just wrote some notes back here. All right, then we have a pocket folder that has the inbox vellum in here, and I just kind of stuck it in here. This I probably would use for receipts and things like that, if I could fit it, because when the budget box comes, it's gonna be called Financial Wellness. That's gonna be jam-packed with lots of different things, y'all, and I think you're gonna really love it, and you'll be able to build your wellness planner, your financial wellness planner. So I'm really, really excited about that. So I'm not sure if this will stay, or it might stay, but just may not have receipts since I'll have that budget planner now. Okay, then we get to the faith section. I have a whole faith planner. When you guys see my my planner lineup video, you'll be able to see all the planners I'm using. I do need to change this out for 2022 year text, so I do need to purge this out. But I only keep certain things here, like this. This is our scripture of the year. This was for last year. And so there's a new scripture for this year. And then Addison learns different scriptures and I write them down. And I also try to come and be proactive and write down some things that I want her to do. And then once she does it and she knows it, then I highlight it. And then some other pages in here that I haven't really used. Then this is my weekly schedule in terms of what I do for every single meeting. And so I like to have that written in for the meeting prep, the ministry, the kids, and then any Zooms that we have during the week. All right, so that's really all that there is in that section. All right, the school section, we are going to be using the school and teacher planner. And I need to go ahead and plan out my month and then start planning out the weeks. They are on winter break right now. And with this new variant, not sure when they're going to go back. I mean, they're supposed to go back on the 6th, but certain school districts are changing things. Our school district hasn't said anything yet about any changes, but knowing them, they'll probably say something last minute. So we'll see how this evolves over the month, but this is what I use typically to write in assignments, tests, things like that. For Addison Malachi's homeschool, he does his own thing. All right, so this is her schedule during the day for 2nd grade. Some ideas in terms of how she can further her education, back to school checklist, which you guys saw a video on, and then we get to the personal section. Not sure why I wrote this. I don't know why I wrote this, y'all. That's a note for something, and it's gonna come to my mind soon, so I'm not gonna get rid of it. Okay, so this was at the front of my planner, but I moved it to the back of the planner because I don't want to get rid of it. I still need to be balanced, and so I kept this in the personal section. So this was my word of the year last year. All right, then we have the goals vision board, which I'm going to start to fill in this year. As you see, I started filling in some things, so that way I can make sure that I stay on track with all of my goals. It's our goals fold out. I did a whole video on this. You can create it like this to where it is a fold out. So it's a fold out on both sides, as you can see, or you can make it to where it is just inserts that you flip through just like your typical standard inserts. So you can order them punched or unpunched, polka dot spine or blank. So this is how that looks. All right, and then you have a reflection page at the end of the year. And then also I have some affirmations that I really love that I keep in my personal section, a 50 best practices for a well-designed life. It just has some prompts here that I found on Date Designer website, and I printed it out. And then some books I want to read. I need to add to this list. Started reading all of these books, by the way, just never finished them. So we are going to refresh this list and make sure that we try and achieve those, at least these that I wrote in last year. Here are some things to track in your planner, so I just keep that there. Color coding key. If I ever wanted to color code, I have a key already. I want to become a minimalist, y'all. I really do. We just got so much going on here in this house, y'all. But I was writing down some steps in which I can do that. So I'm working towards it, y'all. Let me just say that, okay? Some things I wanted to order. And then another one of those clear stacked with a vellum. I love layering these. And then in the back, we've got the family section, which is an hourly schedule. And I think that that's all that's here besides a daily schedule that I would like to go by. So I keep that tucked in the back. Some things to do during a pandemic, which we're still in. Some ideas from Malachi. Date night ideas, just keep that back there. Brain dump, I did a whole video on this section. This is just where I come and literally dump ideas out. This brain dump insert is available in our shop, and I think it might have been a freebie on our blog as well. But it has some prompts here that you can use to dump everything out of your mind and get it onto paper. And then we have a list section back here. I just have random lists. We're going camping again this year, so I just keep that in the back. Some things to do in Atlanta, things to do in the spring, some campgrounds in Georgia, and then we have a notes section. I did change out the plastic sheet in the back because it got a little worn out. So this is literally just filled paper that I can use to replenish other sections. But this little plastic sheet in the back was different. I had to change it out because it was so worn out. These are available in our shop. They're the no tab dashboards. You can use these for a lot of different things, and they come in various sizes. So I just use them to put my 2 pen loops. I like to have 3 pens, my regular pen, a Sharpie pen now since I'm using a lot of transparent sticky notes. I find that this is the best thing that works. And so I keep that here, and then I also keep a mild liner highlighter. And of course, our pen loops, which are available in black, gray, and white. So as you can see, with the exception of the covers, the discs, some aesthetic things, the pockets here, the actual cover, some inserts on the inside, and just the flow of things a little bit has changed. Otherwise, pretty much everything has almost stayed the same as last year. I just changed some things aesthetically, some inserts out, and just the way I'm going to be tracking things are going to be a little bit different. And then also this beautiful cover, which is coming to Fancy Plans Co. very soon. I'm so excited about that. So that is it for this video, guys. I'm so glad to be back. Oh my goodness. It's been way too long. I can't do that again. I'm hoping I can start to be more consistent with YouTube again. It's just super hard. Just know that I'm thinking about y'all when I'm not here, okay? I'm trying to get back to YouTube. I'm always thinking about ways that I can free my schedule up a little bit more so I can come back to you guys and film more content and just vibe with you guys. And it's just tricky sometimes. So stay tuned for more videos in 2022. Hopefully this week I can film all week. We'll see how today goes because I did take some time out to do this video, and that's always hard. It's just, it's a hard balance sometimes, but it's a great thing. It's a great feeling to know we have a thriving business and that we have the support of all of you guys. So thank you so much for joining me today. Hopefully you stick with me in 2022 and we can continue to go on this planner journey and this lifestyle journey together. I'm really excited about some things coming up. So I appreciate you guys for joining me today on this video. Hopefully you have loved it so much that you'll give me a thumbs up. You will continue to support our channel here. Come back by and catch another video, in which case I'll see you guys then.